Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of July 8th to the 14th. Your cards this week, Saggy, energies leaving, completing, or transitioning. You have the Queen of Cups. Focus energies this week, you have the Three of Wands clarified with the Emperor, and you have the Two of Swords coming in towards the end of the week. So, Saggy, the theme of your reading, what I heard as I was putting down the cards, was opportunities for growth. I feel like that is, what you've sort of been working towards in the recent past. So we'll unpack that as we go. But I feel like the Queen of Cups here in your recent past has been a key part of this process, because the Queen of Cups has been you getting in control of your emotional matters. It's been you working to be able to put your emotions to the side and make practical, logical decisions, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in the workplace. I feel like for a lot of you, this is actually in your career and your job, your workplace situation. Learning how to be the master of your emotions, to step into emotional self-mastery, to work from a place of emotional intelligence, to not be triggered anymore, to realize that you are not your job, but you just have to go there and play the part, and play that part as best as you could, because you're actually just playing the game of life. But you're doing that from a place where you're in Queen energy now. You've been working on that, working on coming into your seat of power, a place of maturity, a place of being able to assert your authority in a very diplomatic way. A place where you know when's the time or the place to show your emotions, and when you feel the time is right, you have the opportunity to creak open that beautiful gilded cup where you keep your emotions and show that. But you also know when to put on the lid and be business first, to see things practically and logically, to not cloud your decision making, to be solid. You might be in the workplace and things get tough, but look at these solid walls you have around you. You're unshakable now. You still got a foot in the emotional flow of life, but you also got a very grounded, solid foundation to operate from. Queen of Cups is also compassionate and intuitive, so I really feel like you're operating from that place, and that's that's such a great energy to be in, Saggy. And I think that when you're in that energy, that's when you're very open energetically to opportunities coming in. And that's what I see for you as your focus theme for this week. So, Saggy, let's have a look at the first two cards that came up together. We have another Queen, the Queen of Wands here, and we have the Three of Wands. These jumped out as a set. So, continuing your Queen energy, which is excellent. So I feel like you're now building on this. So the Queen of Wands has the same, Queen energetic powers as the Queen of Cups, in terms of, she sits on her throne, she's solid, she's grounded, she's mature. But the Queen of Wands also has like a fiery sort of entrepreneurial leadership type quality. She is also an opportunist. So what she has the power to do is to recognize when opportunities come her way that are going to serve her and that are going to allow her to grow and to, manifest and to keep moving in the direction where she can achieve abundance. That's what the Queen of Wands has the ability to do. So, when we mix that with the Three of Wands here, we have somebody who is also expanding and broadening their horizons and looking out to, to see all these opportunities that may be before them. The Three of Wands shows a person who is not limiting themselves, who flings the door open and is able to see clearly and see opportunities that may just be on the horizon, as you can see these small ships here, but with a little bit of nurturing with Queen energy and through foresight and vision, have the ability to come in, ships coming in and delivering real opportunity, real abundance for you. So, if it's a work situation, this could be your potential to see a pathway, a career pathway into a more sort of leadership or management position. If you're in a relationship, you could be seeing the real growth there, the growth to a more committed situation. In fact, while we move on to these topics, let's just talk about them in relation to the clarifier, which is the Emperor. So guys, here, just in the combination here of your two cards here in the clarifier, for example, here we see the young Emperor. The young Emperor on his journey, on his pilgrimage through life. And here we see the Emperor who is, very sort of mature and dominant and in control. So this is about, this week, a realization that you're on a journey to real growth and a pathway to real opportunity. So the Emperor also can indicate things like committed relationships, could be husband energy. That's why I mentioned, this could be you seeing the ability for a current relationship to actually grow into something very solid. Emperor can also be a mentor or boss energy. I really feel strongly that this is about your journey and you seeing that you're actually potentially on the pathway to a promotion, to a leadership opportunity, to even one day maybe move into that boss seat of power. That's what I'm really seeing here. You're really recognizing your own power and your pathways to progression this week. So it's a really awesome energy here, Saggy. Now, I just wanted to quickly move on to the ones coming into the end of the week, because look what we have here. Wait for it. You have the Two of Swords. However, I wanted to draw a second card for that position, and look who came out guns blazing again, the Emperor. So I just wanted to get this one out so you can see the rider version of the card that really illustrates the sort of powerful authoritarian figure that the Emperor really is. The Emperor is also a card of realization of goals. It's a card of, saying yes, you're on the right path to, achieving your goals and making those things a reality, of manifesting and materializing them. The Emperor sits in that seat of power, so solid and dominant and control, and he's very clear that he can rule his empire. So this is you, moving into a position where you might be overseeing a team at work. You're moving into a place of control. And what I think is really interesting is we had you in your recent past working on your emotional intelligence and coming into a place of emotional self-control. And the Emperor is the master of this. So you can see that he wears the armor under his cloak here. And that's not because, he doesn't have emotions or he's not compassionate or anything like that. That's because he knows when to park his emotions and protect himself so that he can make those clear decisions, because the decisions he's making are for his land, for his empire, for his people. And I think that's the position that you may be on the track to, is getting into that sort of role. Now with the Two of Swords here, there might be some decisions coming in towards the end of the week, and what you may choose could actually be a key, step or milestone towards this journey. So I feel if there is a decision towards the end of the week in your work situation, some of you relationship, where you feel like your decision could impact you moving up the ranks. I'm hearing that. Probably less fitting for a relationship situation, but I would say take it, because this is your journey to expansion, your journey to new opportunities, your journey to growth. You're really sort of stepping into power or making decisions that will see you step into power at a later date and really realize those goals, those strong career goals. The reminder with the Two of Swords is that, your intuition is a really powerful tool in this. So go with your gut feeling. You have your emotions to tune into, you have your gut to tune into, and that will lead you to making those grounded, solid decisions from the Emperor, from the place of the Emperor, from your throne of power. Beautiful. That's so cool, Saggy. So you are on the road to greater success. That's what I'm seeing here. I think we'll leave it there. Beautiful message for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a wonderful week. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't necessarily resonate for every Sagittarius, and we'll see you for another reading next week.